Hey players, in this video, I'm going to teach you some absolute fundamentals that you need to add to your game that's going to help how you play. And first link below is a free workout. You don't even have to give your email or number or anything. It's just totally yours. It'll take you to a link on my Google Drive, and it's a 500-shot workout that'll challenge you, get you through a good workout. And then the last clip I think is going to be really important because I'm going to use the last clip to also show you a drill that you can add into your shooting routine. So with all that considered, let's go ahead and start. And we're going to look at this. We're going to look at this first clip of Eric Gordon against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I picked out a bunch of clips that are really applicable to all levels of basketball. I know when you're watching NBA players, and I talk about this often in my videos, if this is your first time on my channel, I just break down game film to help players get better. I've been a college, high school coach, and I've worked with NBA coaches and trainers. But all my film, like there's some complex stuff in some of it, but in this, we are looking at stuff that all players can do. So in this first clip right here, what Eric Gordon does is he drives, and one of his strengths is that he has multiple fundamentals that gets him open. So he drives, he draws this corner defender to slide in, and that forces that defender to help. That leaves the corner player open for a three. Typically, if you got a good shooter in the corner, that would be an assist, knockdown three, but not so much a shooter here in the corner. So what Eric Gordon does is he drives, kicks. Now he's going to relocate out to the three-point line, stretches out the defense, forces the defender to close out, uses a shot fake, then he gets to the rim in one dribble. When I was a high school coach and coaching high school players, this is exactly the kind of stuff we would work on. Drive, kick, space out, shot fake, one dribble, layup. So these fundamentals work for NBA players and they will work for you. Now this is another very simple and effective, efficient way to score. Side ball screen here in the wing area, and notice how simple the action is, but I'm also going to point out some fundamentals that you need to pay attention to and mistakes to avoid. So here, very simple. He has a hard jab, one dribble into the three-point shot. Now, the range, of course, this is the NBA range, so some of you watching this, you're not going to be able to shoot that deep, but you can still work on this from mid-range or, 12, 15, 18 feet from the rim. But let's notice a couple of details that you can add to your game. So the first thing is he calls and waits for the screen, because I think I can see his head and his mouth calling for the screen, but he waits for the screen, and as he's waiting for that screen, look at the position of the ball. It's on his left hip. His body is bent forward, so now his shoulder and his chest is protecting the defender from getting a steal. Y'all have seen a lot of players where they just have that ball exposed right in front of the defender, and the defender either picks it or just gets a jump ball. The other thing to notice too is how efficient he is. All he does is take one jab, and then watch how many steps he takes. 1, 2. So it's jab, crossover step, dribble, 1, 2, and he's into his shot. Sometimes what's going to happen is you're going to have more dribbles and maybe more steps, but as you're training and as you're thinking about your game, 99% of players, this is the type of stuff you need to be working on. Jab, one dribble, shot. Jab, crossover step, shot. And that's also the last thing I want to point out is his footwork on here. Players, when you're working on your footwork, of course, there's all sorts of shooting situations and jabs you can do, but watch his right foot. So his right foot goes jab, and then it crosses over the front of his body. So when you're working on your jabs, you could just do stationary jabs where you're jabbing across in front of your body, but you can also be working on this type of footwork in your shooting drills where you're stepping over your body with either your right foot or your left foot. And that's it for this clip. Now going into the next clip, of course he knocks down the shot. Going into the next clip, another side ball screen and some similar concepts that we already talked about. Skills that apply to all levels of basketball. So he goes off this double ball screen here on the side. So he's looking to make a read right here, but what he does is he has ball movement, so he kicks it out. What the next player does is shot fake drive and then kick out for a three. So this lesson right here, I got to learn the Rockets roster. Dang. Somebody help me out. Who's number 4 in the Rockets? Man, I should know this. Okay, so he goes off this side ball screen, drive, kick, and now watch Eric Gordon's defender, Lou Dort. I know Lou. Drive, Lou slides in to help, and because Eric Gordon spaced back out, he got into the paint or inside the three-point line and then spaced back out. Now look how long this closeout is for Eric Gordon shooting that three. So players, for you, when you're thinking about you want to score more points, you want to be more effective for your offense, you want to earn more minutes, if you can do stuff like this, drive, kick, ball rotation, close out, 2 feet, kick out, drive again, kick out, space, drive, get in the paint, space back out. Just do these things over and over again without turning it over. Most defenses, high school, college maybe, if you keep doing these actions, defenses are not going to be able to guard it. You just got to play together with your team and play as one. Of course, he knocks down the three. Now, if you're watching this, I have a free training platform that you're watching right here. It covers every single skill in basketball. And when you make a free account, you get 18 free PDF workouts. You get free drills for shooting, ball handling, scoring, finishing, ball screens, scoring moves, a lot more. And then the Elite Experience is the paid version of this. And if you get the Elite Experience, it has over 300 drills across all skills in basketball. If you upgrade to that, get the content off there and put in the work, you will definitely see serious improvement in your game. Now, one or two more clips that are also very simple, and this is just preparing for the catch. And let me talk about a mistake a lot of you players make. And if you're, younger players, this is something that's just natural. You catch the ball and then you look up, you see what's there, or you catch the ball and you just stand. Sometimes, and depending on the offense, depending on the set you're running, depending on who's guarding you, sometimes that's fine, where you do want to catch the ball, scan the floor, maybe hold it for a second. But I will say 75 to 90% of the time on an offense, you want to make a decision in 1 second or less. So when you catch the ball, before you catch the ball, you should be scanning the floor, looking if that extra pass is going to be there, looking if a driving lane is going to be open so that you can catch and rip. If you're a shooter, you need to be, before you catch that ball, you need to see, all right, is my defender 10 feet from me? Because if they are, I am catching and shooting this thing. So you want to make decisions as much as you can before you catch the ball. Bad players catch and then read. Great players read and then catch, and then they make their move. And of course, him being a good shooter right here, some shooting fundamentals is before he even catches the ball, look at how his body, hips, knees, shoulders are already squared up. It's not like he catches the ball facing this way, catches it, and then has to turn his body all the way to the rim and then go up for a shot. His hips, shoulders, knees are already lined up, and because he's already lined up, that's what enables him to get that shot off quicker. So when y'all are working on your shot, work on squaring up to the rim before you catch it. Same thing here. Oh, sorry, this is a repeat clip. Repeat clip, same thing there. Now we're looking at a clip, same thing. Deeper range, and again, most of you watching this aren't going to be able to shoot from this deep, but you can still apply this principle of just being ready to shoot, drive, pass, or something immediately on the catch. But again, his body squared up, steps right into it, and knocks it down. Especially if you're a good shooter. If you're like a really good shooter, ask your coach. They'll be able to tell you, because some players are out of touch with whether they're good or not. But ask your coach, and if you are a good shooter, more than just working on your form shooting, you need to work in your workouts and in your practices on catching and getting it up super fast. And you also need to work against shooting against contesting defenders, because as you go up from JV basketball to varsity basketball to college basketball to pro basketball, the higher up you go in basketball, the more contesting you're going to face. So you got to work on just getting used to having pressure and still knocking down shots. Now here's two clips on finishing. And Eric Gordon, at 33 years old, he's been in the league a long time, amazing career, and he's definitely not done, but he's not as athletic as he used to be. But watch how he finishes on these two plays. He gets his shoulder into defenders before he goes up. This is good because it negates defenders. It ruins the momentum of the defender. So let's go back to this last clip and just say, if Eric Gordon right here, if he goes straight to the rim and does not make contact with the rim protector or rim protector, he doesn't make that contact, then the rim protector has full speed, full momentum, uninterrupted running to the rim to go up and block the shot. But this is a great move for guards. Even Luka Doncic at 6'8", he uses this too. This is when you drive in, when you create that contact, it's going to, 1, slow down that defender, and 2, after you bump off of that defender, that's going to create space for your shot, and then you're not going to get it blocked as much. Of course, you got to worry about not extending off with your arm. You don't want to commit an offensive foul. And then the other thing you got to think about too is the ball protecting the basketball. So when you do go make contact, you either just have to grip the basketball with a lot of strength, or like if I'm bumping off the defender on this shoulder, I want to make sure the basketball is on the opposite side of my body so that they can't deflect it. So there he is using his body to finish. This is the last clip right here. And this is a drill that I have on my training platform. I've got 66 shooting drills on there that are all really advanced. That's part of the elite experience on my training platform that'll really help you. But right here, watch the pass right here. So Eric Gordon has to jump. He has to relocate. He has to catch the ball with one hand. Obviously, this right here, not a great pass, probably a bad pass, honestly. But what great shooters are able to do, even with bad passes, they're able to, look at his perfect balance. They're able to get perfectly balanced and then still jump straight up and down. Bad shooters have a lot of bad things going on with their shot. But bad shooters in a situation like this, they would catch that bad pass. Maybe they're leaning this way, they would catch it, and then as they're going up for their shot, they would continue leaning that way. But when you are working on your shot and you're doing your drills, a great drill you can do is with your partner. They'll throw you a bad pass. So it can be at your ankles. It can make you jump. It can make you jump to the left, to the right, wherever. But then as you go in that drill and you have to jump to go get that basketball on the bad pass, make sure your balance and your gravity goes straight down and then straight back up, because you don't want to be leaning or jumping sideways as you shoot it. So this film study is really beneficial because it shows some fundamentals that are applicable to all levels of basketball, and that is what I try to do on my channel. I'm not going to show y'all stuff that a college or high school player couldn't do, because in the NBA, let's face it, some of these guys are so amazing. There's some stuff that's just not replicatable, if that's even a word. Can't be replicated. But all the stuff we looked at in here, we had some team concepts, we had some skills, finishing skills, and we also had some stuff, some drill type of stuff with the bad catch shooting that you can add into your shooting routine. Thanks for watching this video. And again, you want to make sure, go onto my training platform right here. You can make a free account. There's no card required. You're going to get a lot of free workouts, free drills. And then if you're ready to seriously commit to your development, the Elite Experience has hours and hours of drills. A lot of stuff I've learned from NBA coaches, trainers, working as a college coach myself. You can upgrade to that. It's only a one-time payment. There's no recurring fees ever. You just pay one time and you get access to it forever. But thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful. Let's keep getting better.